Hi guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Obviously myself, Stoomboy, as always, for the MMA UK BJJ show. So talking about Grapplefest 11. Grapplefest 11 is going to be at the usual place, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. It's going to be on Saturday the 26th of February. So Daisy Fresh versus Europe. So Daisy Fresh, Heath Pedigo is coming over with a team of absolute savages coming over to the UK, and yeah, they're going to put on a performance. And obviously, we've got some of the top guys, male and female, should I say, from all over Europe that's going to be up against these guys as well. So again, it's an absolute fantastic event, straight from the obviously the prelim card right through to the main card. I was talking about this yesterday. I mean, the prelim card itself can be a main card for the majority of companies out there, or people that are putting on shows. So it just shows the level of competition that we're going to have on Grapplefest. So that's all thanks to obviously Chris Thompson and obviously the rest of the team at Grapplefest for putting the event on. So my next guest is going to be on the show. It's going to be Hayley Valentine of BST Academy. So blood, sweat and tears. She's going to be up against Hannah Garret of ASW. Two very, very similar fighters. I know I was talking to Hayley just before. None of these two are going to step back in any way. They're going to come forward. So they're definitely going to put on a show. So, Hayley, absolute pleasure to have you on. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. Thank you for having me on.
No, definitely. So, how's everything going with you then? So, obviously, now that we're now into 2022, it's going to be our first full year. Hopefully, it's going to be our first full year of competing. So, how's training and stuff going for yourself?
Yeah, it's good. It's going well, and just being careful like who I'm training with, like still being very safe with illnesses. Like it's only beginning of the year, so but still getting it all in and really enjoying it.
COVID is the big thing at the moment. I know a lot of people. We before COVID, we used to worry about injuries and stuff like that. Whereas we're not really worrying too much about injuries now. We're worrying more about COVID than anything else. I mean, what do you do typically to? Because I know that for myself, when we go into the gym, we've obviously got things in place to kind of tackle. Obviously, it's never going to be 100%. But what kind of things do you have in place that would try and prevent anything like that from happening?
Again, it's just common sense. Again, like coming in, like don't if you're feeling unwell, don't come in. And we do have like hand sanitizers all over the place, disinfectant everywhere. And I personally do clean the mats, like hoover it, everything. And we've got other people that do clean the mats as well. Coaches clean it all, and just keeping it common sense. Just clean, wash everything, and don't come in if you're not well.
Yeah, it's one thing as well. I know I've spoken to a lot of people. I mean, especially in like MMA, grappling and stuff like that. I mean, we kind of self-police ourselves. So we know that before COVID happened. I mean, if you were ill, you had a cold, a chest infection and stuff like that, you were told to stay away from the gym. The same with maybe staph infections or ringworm and stuff like that. So and that's something that we're continuing doing.
Yeah. Exactly. It's just like, come on, you know in yourself, like if there's something wrong, or again, ringworm or staph, you just stay away until you are better to come onto the match. It's a contact sport. You need to think of others then as well as yourself.
Yeah. And then obviously this year then, so obviously you've got quite a bit planned for this year. Obviously I saw your obviously your social media, so there's quite a lot coming up for you, not just in obviously grappling, but MMA as well. So tell us a little bit about that, Hayley.
Yeah, like well, I've had quite a few planned, like from the last year before we're coming to this year, and hoping to get it's a nice kickstart to the year and get in. So doing the Europeans, that was one thing I wanted to tick off my list to be able to say I could do this. And now Grapplefest, which is just amazing to be on. Like I've been trying to get on for ages.
Yeah.
And then straight after that, I do have my second professional fight in March. So one thing after the other.
Nice. What does that? What event is it you're doing MMA for? So which brand? Which promotion? Sorry.
It's still Battle Arena, and it's an all pro card now. So they've got their own all pro event for March.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to get back into it. Just due to what happened last year, my opponent couldn't come over due to some visa issues. Mm-hmm. So this is a nice right, second chance, redemption, hungry for the fight.
Yeah. That was the frustrating thing. I mean, I know we spoke to a lot of MMA fighters, male and female, and the big frustration they had was obviously people pulling out because of whether it be visa issues or the big thing obviously was COVID, people having to pull out because of COVID. And a lot of times it was at a moment's notice. So they couldn't even get another fight for you because they were cancelling within 24 hours, 48 hours and things like that. So, I mean, how frustrating is that for you as a fighter, knowing that you've put in a full training camp and you're ready to go and fight whoever's there?
It does get so emotional, like, because you put so much heart into it. Like, don't we all? We put so much heart into training. You're looking forward to it. You've got your game plan. And when something like this does come up, for me, it did break me because I was so looking forward to it and so many people looking forward to it. This is why this is a nice build-up for the second chance. Like, this is going to be now a redemption to do what I lost. So even more heart into it. But it's just to be expected, you know, it's just be ready for anything that may come up. So I should have known, to be fair.
It's frustrating. It is frustrating, as I said. But again, a lot of these things are out with our control. I mean, things like that, these things happen. So, but obviously, March, you're going to be at it in March. Battle Arena as well. Battle Arena's an awesome promotion as well. So they always put on some really, really good fights, and it's a great event in itself.
Yeah, I do love them. Like, I know that James, he puts on really good fights. And I did go to watch the event still and support my teammates as well. I really enjoyed it. And it's going to be a nice beginning of the year for them as well, just to get everything back on track again.
Definitely. And then, so obviously Grapplefest 11 then. So Grapplefest 11, Grapplefest itself is massive, as you know. Obviously, they've got it's on Flow Grappling. Some of the matches they put on are, I mean, some of the best in the world. I mean, we've got obviously Dante Leon coming back. We've got Mikey Musumeci, Theon Davies. I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, how did you find out that you were going to be on Grapplefest?
My God, like, I've been trying to get on for ages as well. I think some of them said, like, I've been just trying to edge on, because it's just so popular, just so high up there, and I've been trying to get on for ages. And my friend and teammate / coach Mo, we know Chris, and he's seen me compete many times before, and he's been messaging him, and he turned to me like, "Hayley, we got you a match." And I'm like, "Are you serious? Like, you really got me on?" And he showed me the messages, and I was just over the moon. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm actually on it." And I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, "Right, this is it now."
Yeah. And then obviously Hannah Garret again, similar to yourself. Hannah's been trying to get on for a bit as well. So I know that Hannah had a run out at Evolution of Combat recently. So and again, she's been trying to get on. So this is kind of debut for both of you. So what do you know about Hannah? Obviously, I'm presuming you know who Hannah is. You've maybe seen her about and so on. But what do you know about her style and stuff like that? And how's she going to differ from your own style?
I see, like, she's got a good game, honestly, to be fair, like, nice, like, wrestling, just game, and I love it. I love people that are so game for something, and it's something, again, I'm used to. Like, I see it a lot, and there's some people that it's going to be on you, just on it, and I think it's going to be a good challenge for me, to be fair, just a nice debut. But again, we're both bringing something. Probably knows that I'll probably maybe quick, as people have said. But as I say, like you did say, we're never going to back down from each other. So it's just going to be on it. She's going to be on it. And I think this is what's going to be a nice highlight.
Yeah. And it's as I said, it's under 55, so both of you guys are going to be really, really quick. It's going to be a fast-paced matchup. And yeah, I mean, this is. I was talking to Hannah last night, and I said, this is one I'm really, really looking forward to. There's a few matches I'm looking forward to, but this one especially because obviously I've seen both of you guys, and because there's videos online of you, there's videos of Hannah. And both of you are absolutely awesome to watch, and you really, really push the pace as well, which is going to be fantastic, especially for Grapplefest.
Yeah, it's like we're both game for throws, game for legs. Just going to be on that pace. And like you say, it could be quick. It could be so back and forth. And that's why it's going to be just so exciting for both of us.
Definitely. So it's going to be an awesome match. So, what about to you then? So obviously your future plans. So we mentioned obviously we've got MMA. You mentioned about the Euros as well. What other things? I mean, you're looking forward to doing now that 2022 is here?
Again, just get on bigger shows. Like again, I'd love to be back on Grapplefest again, like after this one, and many more. Pushing my professional career in MMA as much as I can do it, because it's just hard for me in my weight. As probably for Grapplefest to find girls at our weight is just so hard, just because it's just not known of. Just trying to push it even more, go above and beyond, just see where I can get no matter what. And then one thing I do as well, as I mentioned this before, I always go on social media and try and find something on social media about you. One thing I noticed about you was the black eyes. I mean, almost every picture you're sporting a black eye. So tell us about that. I'm never shy away from a black eye, to be fair. And they just happen in sparring, rolling, no matter what. And I love it, to be fair. I know it's crazy to say, but I love it because it just shows that I can take it. And straight after my professional debut, like my eyes swelled up and I can't remember how that happened. And I was like, okay, that's a nice little momentum after that fight. And it did stick with me for a little while. You never know, I might get one after this match and like, I don't mind that.
It's always funny. I mean, black eyes. I mean, as I mentioned, if I come to work, I've got a black eye, and obviously other people in the gym as well. And you're walking about. Obviously, you mentioned you work in the gym anyway, so the guys are used to seeing it. But then obviously you go to the shops and you're out and about, and people are staring, thinking, "Oh my God, look at that, black eyes!" And so, how's it for you when you're walking about? People looking, do they say anything to you?
I find it entertaining because I'm usually with my mum, and like, are they judging me of like what I've done? Because you just got the mask on, you just see the black eyes. Like, my mum goes to me like, "You know, they're looking at you, right?" Like, yeah, I love it, and it's UFC mask as well, so I should get what this is from. So,
It should turn around to your mum. You should turn around. If anybody's looking, just turn around and say, "She did it. It was my mum that did it." And final thing for you then. So anybody you want to shout out to? So any kind of friends, family members, teammates, or any sponsors that you may have?
Number one is definitely my family. Like, we've been through and through. There's always ups and downs, and there's still little stuff going on, but they are my motivation to keep going and doing it for them, because they're always so proud of me. They always want me to do so much bigger, and I want to get our name out there, especially as well. Big thanks to my coaches and Mo for getting me on this show, to be able to get me on Grapplefest. That is a big thank you for him doing that, and for my sponsors and helping me get me where I am and give them the recognition which they will have on maybe my rash guard for this event.
Definitely. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the 26th. So, guys, Saturday, 26th of February, Grapplefest 11 is going to be at Fleet Street in Liverpool. So that's Fusion Nightclub. Tickets are sold out. So, yeah, you won't be able to get any tickets on general sale. I say we're still 6 weeks out and it's done. As I say, some fighters may have some tickets, but I very much doubt it, because, as I say, this is a top event. This is an absolutely fantastic card. So if you are going to be watching, you can watch on Flow Grappling. Make sure when you go on Flow Grappling that you choose the monthly option, because, as I said, it's everybody gets stung for the full year. So make sure you choose the monthly option. And if there is any issues, you can contact Flow Grappling. As long as you've not watched anything, then Flow Grappling will be more than happy to refund you. So, yeah, make sure you choose the monthly option. So, Hayley, listen, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to me.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And see you at Grapplefest then.
Definitely. Listen, train safe, stay away from COVID. All right. And we'll see you next month. All right.
See you later.
Thank you.